Hey guys, we're back at SHOT Show 2023. This is day 3. All right, I'm here with Timothy, right?
My friends call me Mitt.
What?
Like Mitt Romney.
Oh, Mitt. Okay.
Picked it up in high school. Long story.
Gotcha. So I'm here with Mitt at Attack Pack, and I'm going to give it over to him and see what he's got going at SHOT Show today.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Mitt. I'm here with Attack Pack. We are known for our military load carriage because we have a patented system over here that allows your gun belt to be the waist support for your pack system through really forward-thinking frame and pocket. It's a very simple design. There's no mechanical components that can foul or break. But what over the years that has allowed us to do is create some fantastic gun belts. And you can see the whole system here on this wall as it scales up from your inner pants belt all the way up to a belt and pad system that would allow you to carry, an 80-pound pack in the field for weeks on end. And now that we have these fantastic belts, we have a whole accessory suite as well that is going to be hitting a retail store near you very soon. We are very much now pushing the straight to consumer through the pouches, the belts, the pads, and even items like the chest packs and chest rigs. These are the newest items that we're releasing here at SHOT Show this year. These should be on the website in the next month or two. All the belts and accessories are currently available.
Awesome. So how much does the belt setup run? Like you have 5 different versions of it, or
Yeah,
building blocks, I guess.
exactly. We call it
So
a nylon Lego
that's
set.
perfect. So how much does that run retail?
So you can piecemeal it out. So you can grab something like the inner belt is 70, the outer belt is, and this configuration is 140. We do offer it with several different buckles as well. Smaller buckles, bigger buckles, D-rings, depending on your particular use case. The light pad, you're coming in at about 60 or 70 bucks on that guy. Same for this pad. Like I said, you can buy it piecemeal, or you can go and get something like the Alpha Belt all in for about 250, 260, like I said, depending on some of the bulk options as well.
Okay, and that's not too bad competitively. That I think that's pretty competitive compared to what's out there. And so tell me about what the technology is with these belts.
So this is actually our most popular seller in this configuration with this buckle. But the technology that sets it apart is the Tegris thermoplastic. You'll see a lot of high-end manufacturers in this space using this material for belts and accessories and things like that. And really, this material, what makes it so impressive is it's laser cuttable. It's 100% polypropylene, so it's actually recyclable as well. But it has a very rigid access on the north to south. And so when you're hanging your holsters, mag pouches, and a lot of weight off of it, it doesn't fold like some of the softer nylon belts. And it's much more pliable than some of the rigid nylon belts on the east to west axis as you wrap it around your body. So if you have bony hips like me, it gives it a nice little relief point, but it still holds everything nice and taut where you want it.
That's awesome. And I heard you guys talking about your plate carrier system. Is that new to you guys?
Absolutely. So this is our actual first prototype of our plate carrier system. We are trying to take that load carriage technology from our packs and adapt that to armor carriers. So we're using a thinner frame so you have a better range of motion. Typically, if you're wearing just armor without a pack, you want a little more range of motion, dynamic movement. And we are also trying to go for a little bit of an offset from what a lot of people do with the bottom loading plates. We're going for a top loading plate and a modular harness. So that way, if you have a swimmer's cut versus shooter's cut, it's just a small piece to replace instead of buying a whole new carrier, depending on what type of plates you prefer to run.
That's awesome. That's fantastic stuff. So how much do each of these like pouches and everything for the belt and the pack system? How much do those cost?
So these are very reasonable compared to other pouches on the market. So our double pistol pouch here, this is coming in at 39 bucks. You know, a competitor, I'm not going to say who, but some of the popular ones in the space, something like this would be between like $50 and $60. And we really went to try to find the Goldilocks zone in what is the functionality of the product. So we want it to be able to lay flat when you're not using it, like some of the elastic pouches on the market. But the elastic components, the shock cord is replaceable. So if over time we've all had those elastic pouches that wear out, and there's not much you can do about it, you have to go replace the whole, $60 pouch. But this, you replace, a little bit of shock cord. Where you can get we'll sell repair kits for this, or you can just go buy a roll yourself, and for $1 you can replace what is the consumable component. But it also allows you, unlike the elastic pouches, to re-index when you have it formed on your belt. It holds its shape. Actually, let me grab this real quick. Hold on. You can see it actually stays open here. So that way you can still do a one-handed re-index. You don't have to open up the pouch and stick the mag in, but it still maintains that slimmer profile while it's empty, unlike some of the other open pouches that allow the indexing are bulky and still clunky when you don't have them in use.
Awesome, and that's fantastic. Where are you guys located at?
We are located in sunny Colorado. Like we said, the best state in the country, as you well know. Keep away from the city, but if you're gonna go in, make sure you're strapped.
Absolutely. uh, Last question for you guys: is your guys' stuff available to the general public, or is it just for departments, agencies, instructors, that kind of thing?
So no, you won't find all of our bags online. A lot of those are purpose-built for contracts. You will find some of the packs. Feel free to reach out if you ever see anything. We are a small shop. We're kind of a custom shop. We do build stuff to order for consumers or professionals. But this year, the focus being the retail, the belts, the pouches, all of that stuff is available to everyone online. And hopefully through fantastic brick and mortar stores like you guys operate, coming, like I said, coming all across the country, hopefully by the end of the year.
For sure. I appreciate the time. I won't take any more of it up. All right. Thank you so much. Hey guys, we're back at SHOT Show 2023. This is day 3. All right. I'm with Sam and Shajong.
Yeah,
Shajong. All right. They got a really cool taser system. Then I'm gonna let him take over. All right, and explain what he's got going.
All right. So hello everyone from Grey Wolf, right? Grey Wolf. So this is basically our brand new less lethal device called T800 from the company called Alpha Moon. So basically it features 3 different units. Each unit represents a different level of force. So we've got Pepper unit here. It's got 4 shots. You can shoot 4 times. And the liquid is 1.5% capsaicin. Oh, sorry, 1.9. So it's strong enough, but we can go higher up. And the second unit is called restraint unit. Restraint unit shoots out a tether with both hooks at the end and wraps around the upper body or the lower body. And finally, we have the electric shock unit. I'm pretty much sure you know how this one works. Yeah. So the electric current go through your body, make muscular spasm, so you will be locked up pretty much. Yeah. And our other features, we have a built-in camera, a 1080p, very clear, and the angle is very wide, so you can use it as a backup of your body cam. Right. And also it features a green laser, so you can use this laser not only aim but also cause visual distractions. Yeah. So how do you feel about this?
I've always liked the idea of this, and being able to have it in a multi-shot capable package is honestly freaking awesome. And you said that the camera, the body cam style thing, turns on when you flip the safety off, and turns off when you turn the safety back on, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And the electric shock is 5 seconds, you said?
5 second countdown.
Okay.
You can stop anywhere you want.
You can stop it at any time, and it still has the shock nodes,
Yeah, the arc. Yeah.
so you don't have to have the
You can drive
yeah.
stun people.
That's awesome. All right. About how long have these been out?
Just came out the late last year. It's a brand new product. Yeah, we're still working on the market thing. Yeah, and hopefully the mindset behind this idea is we believe there's no single function that can cope with every situation where police will be facing different levels, types of violence, resistance. So there's no one for all product. So we provide a neat combination of three things. And hopefully maybe the police can have the appropriate way to de-escalate and thereby avoiding excessive use of force.
No, that's fantastic. That's a great idea. I love it. So, is this available to just organizations and agencies and departments,
Yeah,
or
mainly
can
law enforcement.
okay mainly law enforcement?
Yeah.
Okay, will this be a? Do you guys have the plan to make this available to the public, general public at all?
And we're still working on it. Hopefully, maybe more people can appreciate the beauty of this product. Yeah, we hope that maybe more, not only the law enforcement department can have it, maybe to the civilian as well. Yeah.
That'd be awesome. All right, so you guys also have some armor over here, and I think that's really cool. The style of armor that you guys got, and if you can run me through this real quick. I know that you're not the particular expert on the armor,
I will
but
ask my colleague Leo to explain, go through the details
okay,
with you.
okay. Do you want us to come back later for that then, or is he here?
It's right here.
Hello.
How's it going?
I'm good. Yeah.
So, go ahead and run me through what's special about this armor that you guys got.
Well, one of the main things is the lightweight. So you can feel this one. This one is level 3, so up to M80. So the M80 rounds, you can feel the weight of this. It's about, and this is fully PE, high density PE. It will float on water, as you see right there. It's also the level 3 right there.
Okay.
So this can also float on water, positive buoyancy. It won't drag you in the water if you fall in and such like that. But if you don't need up to level 3 and you need a little lower, we have the 3A plus. So this is all the pistol rounds up to 44 Magnum plus 7.62 39 MSC rounds.
That's super thin.
Very thin and very light. So for police officer, if they don't need all the way up to that high of a caliber for protection, they can choose this one, which is pistol plus Kalashnikov rounds, pretty much. Yes.
Right. No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
This also floats as well.
Yes, same as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, and if you need a little bit more, we have the level 3 plus. So this will go up to SS109.
Okay.
But the weight of this, it's about 1.7. But this has ceramic in it, so it's not PE only.
Okay.
Yeah. And then if all the way up to level 4, this one, up to 0.30 armor piercing, and this one will be heavier because it's ceramic, so it's about 2.7 kilograms.
Okay. That's awesome. Now, and that's even pretty thin for a ceramic plate as well, which is really cool. Are these available for civilian and general public, or just agency and department?
Well, this will depend on the law of that location or in that state. We are looking for distributors and partnership to do over here in North America. So it depends on how they will work that out. So for us, we're open.
Very nice. And you guys are based in Singapore, you said?
Yes, we are a Singapore company. So we make body armor. We also make uniforms, and we have uniforms that is flame resistant, corrosive resistant, and also we have a built-in tourniquet in our uniform.
That's awesome stuff. Now,
Take a look at the back of it over
yeah,
here.
absolutely. Let's go do that.
This is our frog skin series. So as you see in the frog skin series, we have 3 different ones right here. This one is our original frog skin. Right here, it's the internal knee pads, and there is no need for the less aggressive look on it. And if the police officers don't want to look too aggressive external knee pad, you can wear that one. And all the fabric on all 3 of them is flame resistant, corrosive resistant. The neck area is cut resistant, and then it's also UV protected and all other stuff. For this one is our new one. This is the TQ Plus, we call it, Frogskin TQ Plus. On the arms and legs right here, as you see these tabs, these are built-in tourniquets. So in emergency, when you're still under fire in the hot zone, you can just pull it, wrap it around tight, patch it back up in the Velcro. Use our original patch that go on top to secure it. Once you're out of the hot zone, when you're at a more safe area, you can put on your tourniquet. So right there, we have some room right here for you to put on your tourniquet. And then for the knee pad, this one will be the external knee pad. The external knee pad, you slap it in at the top and bottom and then Velcro onto there. If you don't need a full-on knee pad, you can put this one on, which is tear resistant. So when you're kneeling down at the stuff, it doesn't break the uniform.
That's awesome stuff.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Now, what's the weight on this material?
Well, it's very lightweight because mainly we did focus on the Asian market before. So these are all for the hot weather and humid areas. So they do need a very lightweight and all that other stuff. So when it's at hot weather, it's still comfortable when wearing it.
That's fantastic, especially where we're at out in Colorado. It gets really hot there. So, how much does a get up like this run?
It really depends because we mainly do wholesaling before. We don't really have retailing price on it, but you can expect in the U.S. maybe 100 some 200.
That's
Around
it.
there. Yeah.
That's actually a really good price, and that's for this whole setup,
Yeah,
or
something about like that, but we don't have an exact price set for it for retail yet. So need to see how the dealer that we will be working together with, and then see how the price is going to be set.
awesome. I appreciate your time. I won't take any more of it up.
Yeah, no
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Hey guys, Micah and Dalton here with Gray Wolf Protective Industries. We are talking about what we saw at SHOT Show today, and you've already seen part one of our SHOT Show interviews and whatnot, and that was kind of more of a rough and dirty interview style video, but here we have part two. So we're also going to be doing an unboxing of a product that we got sent from Infinity Targets. So thank you to them for sending that. All right. So Dalton, what did you like about SHOT Show that you saw?
Honestly, I'm a big fan of the Mantis program that we saw, the Mantis hardware,
Yeah.
because it actually showed me a deficiency that I wasn't even aware of, because I always thought it was the sights of my pistol.
Of course you did.
Well,
No, that's a good point though, because a lot of people get frustrated with going to the range, and they feel like they're end up just wasting ammo when they go, because they don't have any practical ability to see what they're doing wrong, except for at the range, and then they can't hit what they're shooting at, and they get frustrated and go home frustrated.
and sometimes it really is a hardware issue.
Sometimes it can be, especially if you're putting, aftermarket sights on, especially if you're doing it by yourself. That can definitely be an issue. So, I really like the Manta system. I'm looking forward to getting their product in and doing some further testing. You'll be able to see a video on that a little later. But I don't know. I think that between Mantis and Strikeman, which is kind of a similar product, similar design, I think that they both offer a very quantitative training program. And we have the iTarget Cube, which is another similar device. Uses lasers and just an app that you put on your phone to work. So it's also kind of a cool device. It's the cheapest per se of the three, but if you want to get the most out of it, it's probably going to turn in the most expensive, I would say. I think those are retailing. I think each cube is retailing at about $90 per cube.
Remember correctly, it was 85?
80,
Oh,
85,
Vortex?
yeah, 85 or 89 or something like that per cube, and then you have to buy the little laser training device thing.
The thing I like
So-
most about them is each individual cube, if you want to say practice room clearing, you can literally just move them around.
Yeah.
If you have enough cubes, you can literally make an entire kill house just based on these cubes.
Yeah, and you know what's nice about it is they do have a little screw hole there. You can kind of see right there for tripods, and it just mounts to a regular tripod, which is kind of nice. So you can set it at different heights and whatever you want, and it runs off of Wi-Fi. So as long as your phone and these are connected to the same Wi-Fi source, it works. I will say that Mantis with their Livefire, with their X10 and their Blackbeard X systems, I think it gives you a little bit more comprehensive results.
And it gives you a whole bunch of data that you can, it's everything you do on the gun is quantified.
Exactly. And it tracks all your movements, and for the Mantis system, depending on which one you get, you don't necessarily have to have a target to shoot at. You can just pick a spot on the wall or pick whatever, and do your dry training that way, which is kind of nice. The Blackbeard X is only dry fire only, of course, because it takes up the magazine well and the bolt carrier group on your rifle or carbine. But it is a really cool system, I think. And their X10 system.
Yeah, it's very versatile. Like you can use it for, let's see if I can remember this: handgun, pistol, rifle, shotgun, carbine, and even a bow for live fire and dry fire exercises.
Yep. And you said pistol twice technically, but
Well,
handgun, pistol, semantics.
pistol, revolver.
Semantics.
They're the same, but they are different.
But yeah, so I definitely think that is probably the best bang for your buck, I would probably say. But Strikeman is definitely very close.
It's a good alternative if you don't want to put out a whole bunch of money up front.
Yeah. Strikeman is a little bit cheaper, I think, but you also have different levels of both Mantis and Strikeman. I don't know, what was something else that you found interesting that we saw at SHOT Show?
Honestly, I'm a big fan of the shotgun, quad tube.
Oh, right, the 1216, right? 1216, I think? By
I never got
SRS.
their card.
SRS Industries, I think it is. And that shotgun's been out for a while, but it's always fun to see, how that shotgun design has improved over the years, and it's definitely gotten a little bit more robust and a little bit smaller than what it was
They
originally.
offer 3 different sizes online.
Yeah.
So that's
they-
one of them. It is going to be let's see if I can remember, an NFA item, because it is a short barrel shotgun.
Yeah, which sucks, unfortunately. But, thank you, ATF, for that. But we'll get into ATF stuff in a while, in another video. But, hi, Ruby. This is Ruby. She is our unofficial mascot. She wants attention.
She acts like she never gets it, but it's all she gets.
It's okay. She's adorable. So, I would also say the dry fire mag is another system that is going to be compatible with the Mantis and I believe Strikeman even.
Which one are you talking about? It's the one where you can pull the trigger repeatedly, or one that actually
Yeah.
blows it back.
No, that's the auto resetting trigger. That's that.
Little disclaimer, we saw a lot. So if we do get a couple things wrong, please forgive us.
Yeah, we did a ton of walking. I think we were averaging what, like
16 miles per day.
yeah, somewhere around there. It was insane, but a lot of fun stuff, a lot of cool stuff that we saw. So yeah, this dry fire mag though, I wish I had one in. I'm still waiting on it to come in. but I think it's going to be a great addition to the dry fire mantis training.
Oh, absolutely.
Dry fire strikeman training even. And even this iTarget cube, I think having the dry fire mag is going to amplify what you can do with that.
Absolutely.
And all it does is reset your trigger after each shot. So that way, you know, you can click, 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 click instead of having to rack the slide after each trigger pull. So it's a really cool system, and I think it's pretty handy. But then we have the let's see, Target Nation. That's another one that I thought was really interesting, and is going to be good for.
Okay.
They're the 3D target.
Because, well, me and you don't really have that problem just because of our training, but a lot of people, they don't think three-dimensional when they see a two-dimensional target.
Yeah. And, you know, as firearms instructors ourselves and, you know, that kind of thing, I really like their product. You saw it in part one, in the part one video. They are the 3D cardboard cutout that you can put faces and whatnot on. And they have different accessory boards with guns and badges and whatnot. And what's I think is really nice about it is, you know, it helps you build out the training of needing to look at what you're shooting, right? And because a silhouette target is fine and dandy, but if you're clearing a house or learning how to clear a house,
You see an outline, your muscle memory is going to take over. You're going to shoot said outline.
exactly, you know.
I think I've had to phrase it because of the new YouTube guidelines.
Yeah, thanks YouTube. So, but yeah, no, it's definitely an interesting concept that I haven't seen before, and I'm excited to get some of those products in as well, and test them out. And you'll be able to see that video coming up later. Then the Ventus respiratory.
I was a fan of those just because of their design. Because with our mop suits, I'm trying to think of how to say it politely. They
Sucked.
made by the lowest bidder. Yes.
Yeah. So, a little bit of background on that. Both myself and Dalton, we were both in the Marine Corps from 2013, roughly.
We were both in it 2013.
So, you know, we had all that kind of MOP gear, which is, I forget what it stands for, but
I don't know mop. I know Seaver.
yeah.
Which
So
is what it's for.
It's basically a hazmat suit.
Think CDC, but less protective.
Yeah. So it's a hazmat suit basically. That's what your gas mask is part of and all that kind of stuff. But Ventus Respiratory is a non-Seaver respirator that will clear out like heavy metals, lead, all that kind of stuff. And even, I think they said even some level of...
Well, the reason why they can't advertise it as for CBRN, the biological component, is because they haven't gotten the testing done. if I remember correctly, just because it's extremely expensive.
Yeah, so, hopefully we'll see what they get approved for coming up. But I'm looking forward to working with them as well. So, I think that was also in part one of SHOT Show as well, I think. So, check them out for sure, and you'll definitely get what you're paying for out of them. It's really cool because it mounts to your helmet if you need it to mount to a helmet,
or you can wear it just as is. You can still shoot your rifle with it, and it doesn't impede you. You can have some amount of facial hair, maybe not as big as mine, but
Well, they didn't say there was a size of it because they did a demonstration, but the guy's beard was bushy, but it wasn't.
it wasn't quite as full as mine. But yeah, so I don't know exactly what their limit is. Obviously, they're going to recommend that you're shaven, but having that option to be able to wear it with a beard and whatnot is kind of nice. So, how about a tack pack?
Oh my god. No, them and what were they called? The body armor vents?
Yeah, body armor vent.
I was a big fan of those two. In fact, if I was still in the Marine Corps, I would have personally gone out and purchased those and wore them to the field.
Oh yeah, no, I wish it was around when we were in.
God, yeah.
Because the body armor vent. Again, I don't have that here. I'm still waiting on that shipment to come in. But that is a really cool product, and I'm really excited to get that in. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's a very simple in concept design. All it does is push your armor or your backpack or whatever away from off your body just a little bit, so that way air can ventilate through. Keeps your core cooler, your back cooler, whatever whatever you're putting it on, and it just attaches to Velcro, which is really cool.
Which almost every carrier system has.
Yeah. So really cool product. I'm looking forward to getting that and testing it out with our carriers and whatnot.
With a tack pack, the entire thing is modular, which I love. So if you want something specific, you can buy something specific.
Right.
That's-
They're
Oh, that's
modular. It's over here real quick. Go ahead.
So you're the boss. I'm supposed to run for you.
Apparently, I don't have to go anywhere.
To an extent. To an extent. This is an entire SAPI system inside of a.
So this was one of their earlier prototypes that they sent us, and currently we have a Safe Life Defense Level 4 plate in here. But they're still working on their plate carrier system and how it's going to intermingle with the rest of their systems. But this is, if they go with what this is, if they have a similar idea, then this is going to be really cool. The back is a stretchy material. You good?
Yeah, just tinnitus. But my hearing loss is not service related.
Yeah, right. So this is kind of a stretchy material, and it's kind of like the military neoprene from like Frog Gear. It's kind of that type of material.
It's just a wick.
Yeah. So then.
So if it gets wet, you're not going to be lugging around an extra 30 pounds of wet weight.
Exactly. So it just slides out like that, and it's Velcro, attached. But this will then attach to the rest of their system, and this is a really cool idea. The rest of their belts and packs are also completely buildable.
The thing I'm the biggest fan of is their the back support. What was it called?
Their whole belt system is really cool. They have a battle belt that's buildable from a baseline belt all the way up to a long distance. You're carrying a lot of weight on that belt, and it can
it hooks onto your carrier, right?
Yeah, it can connect to. I think they're planning on having it connect to the carrier system, as well as any of their backpacks and whatnot, and it's going to be like a unified system. That way, you're not having all of your weight on your hips or on your shoulders. It'll kind of disperse everything, which is really cool. Then I don't know, what was something else that kind of stood out to you?
Just so much.
So I will mention.
Oh, Pava shot.
Okay, Pavashot. I'll get to that one here in just a second. I will mention this company. This is a Singapore based armor company. Well, they make several different products. They're going through a name change, so I won't mention their name at the moment, but they'll be seen later in this video. So we already tested the armor, obviously,
And most of this deformities is just from, to be blunt, shits and giggles just at the end. We just wanted to see how much abuse it could take.
we absolutely abused the hell out of these plates, and they actually did really well. I was really proud of how they handled all the torture that we put them through. You guys will be able to see that video. Hopefully it will be out.
It took a total of 18 rounds
Something like
each.
that. Something like that, yeah.
Which may not seem like a lot, but
It's when you're going up in caliber, that's a lot. So
because each individual bullet was smaller than, I can't talk right now. We started at a very small caliber and worked its way up, so it was already weakened by the time we got up to bigger calibers, and it still held up. I think we only had, 2 full penetrations?
one was technical on the level 4 because it didn't actually hit the armor. But
No, I'm not including that one, because that one, it didn't hit the armor. Come on. I was really impressed with it.
we only had one. We only had
It was only one?
Yeah, we only had one actual penetration.
Excluding the shits and giggles at the end.
But yeah, no, they did admirably. Yeah, I was pretty impressed with their product. So you guys will be able to see that video hopefully soon. They're sending us a few more of their products to test. So hopefully the abuse of these will be out soon. Another one that kind of stood out to me was OpsCore. Their helmets and whatnot, and what they're coming out with. It's not on the market yet, and from what I could tell, they're not advertising it yet. But they are coming out with a powered arc rail system for their helmets, and they have several producers for helmet attachments, helmet lights, and all that kind of stuff that are going to be producing specifically for that powered rail. And I think that's really cool because you'll be able to plug your nods into it, your Pro, I think,
Everything.
light,
Which-
strobe, all that kind of stuff.
Those of you that actually wear bump helmets and what was the other one? Ballistic. You know, wires can get a little crazy in trying to manage. So having the rail system helps out with that. It cuts it down. Plus, ounces is pounds.
Yeah, and if you have to carry one type of battery instead of 15, that's always a plus. It means you can carry more of something else. So I'm really looking forward to OpsCore's helmet and their powered arc rails. They also have some super lightweight helmets.
God, yes.
And,
I remember the one. It was like nothing.
Yeah, felt like a bump helmet.
When he put it in my hand, I was expecting some weight, and my arm just went.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It felt like a bump helmet, but it was I think it was a 3A ballistic helmet, or 3A plus maybe. I think just 3A, but
I think it was 3A plus. No, the 3A. Then the 3A plus was just slightly heavier.
a little heavier. But yeah, their new 3A lightweight helmet feels like a bump helmet. It's amazing. But yeah, I'm looking forward to them. I'm also looking forward to Lalo, LALO, however you pronounce that. I'm working with them to get in a couple pair of test boots.
Any of the amphibian ones?
I'm probably going to get one of the amphibian ones and one of the rapid assaults, but unfortunately they're out of my size in both of those.
So I'm screwed too then.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can go up a size just because of how wide my feet are.
Well, they said that they run a little small anyway. So,
Ooh.
but I don't know. I'm gonna have to test it, obviously. But
I'll let you go first. I got a weird V-shaped foot.
Unfortunately, they will be out of my size until probably April timeframe. So, yeah, hopefully that gets fixed quickly and we can get some of those testing to test here soon. I don't know. What else kind of stood out to you?
Yeah, I already told you. Oh, we actually missed one thing with the attack pack.
What?
The back support where that hooks in together to make it one system.
Well, so that's what I was kind of talking about by it links together to your backpack or to their plate carrier once they come out with plate carrier, and it connects the whole system together in a pretty innovative way that doesn't limit movement or anything. So you can still move around with it and do what you need to, but it allows your belt to take some of the weight off of your shoulders, which is really cool.
Yeah, but it like puts it in the hips and the legs as well.
Yeah.
The way it sits.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to what Attack Pack has to offer.
So back pain, not service related, definitely not. Could have been avoided. But Pava shot.
Yeah.
Both they have a grenade system and a pen system, which
And they have their stick shot.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
So they have 3 different systems. They have their stick shot, their pen shot, and their NPDD.
Did it just turn off?
And they just stopped recording.
Hold on, technical difficulties. Did you remember to clear the card after everything was transferred?
It should start.
We're rolling. Oh, I see.
So yeah, Pavashot has 3 different products that they're putting out. They have their pen shot, their stick shot, and their NPDD, I think is what it's called.
The grenade system?
Yeah, which is a non-pyrotechnic.
So
Something
you
I
do
forget
not
what it
have
is.
to register it.
Yeah.
Wink,
so-
wink, nudge, nudge.
So yeah, it's not an NFA item. It's not NFA controlled at all. You don't have to register it. It works based off of compressed gas, and it's reusable, reloadable, and it's operator level reloading.
In a later video, when we either get some samples for a demo or buy some ourselves, you'll get to see me be the test dummy.
He's looking forward to it.
I really am. 'Cause I want to see what it can do, just because I'm in the chamber where we would practice tear gas. I almost said something that probably would have been demonized.
Yeah.
We used to play King of the Hill, and I always did pretty good. So I want to test their Magnum flavor.
Yeah. So we are going to have a video on that come April timeframe. So keep an eye out for that as well. But Pavashot is definitely another non-lethal device that I'm really looking forward to. Same with SOC or SOK,
That one
pepper spray alternative.
seems like it'll be interesting just because of how fast it assaults you and how fast it wears off at the same time. Or
Right.
not wears off, but
It dissipates quickly. So it is going to be interesting to see just how well it does. We're supposed to be getting sent a a little test canister of that as well.
Great.
So-
And another test dummy. It's not that I'm a masochist. It's just I want to see what it can do before I put it in my pocket and know it will protect me. So to speak.
Right. Yeah. But it's a pepper spray alternative, and it's meant for confined spaces. That way, you know, there's.
A lot of people don't know about pepper spray. They don't
Yeah,
realize.
it doesn't have an area effect. It's directly A to B, and that's it. So, pretty cool idea, and from what I've seen, it's pretty effective. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see.
Well, they had the guy that I saw in the video was, I don't believe he was military, so we've been exposed to irritants like that. So, hey, we'll give an honest review.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I think that'll be interesting to see how that turns out.
And we got to do one where I'm just amped up absolutely on caffeine and NyQuil just to see, well, just to stimulate a crazed drug fiend.
For purposes of YouTube, don't.
That is a
don't
joke,
do that at home.
obviously. Don't do
try that at
this.
home, please.
I borrowed this joke from Jeff Dunham's Peanuts, so that's credit right there. Just because I saw the video last
Just,
night. Obviously, don't do it.
Don't do it at home, please.
If you do do it, send us videos.
Yeah, don't. So,
We'll probably
How
have to
about-
cut that.
how about targets? So we have the Infinity Defense or Infinity target right here.
Hold on, real quick.
Um,
Did this one survive at all?
Yeah. So I actually have it right here.
Oh.
So, and we're getting another one of these as well. Test.
But we'll show the
through-
video of us trying to hit it with a shotgun too. It didn't work.
Yeah, hitting this little thing with a shotgun was pretty hard.
Well, shotgun slug.
Yeah, shotgun slug. But you know, it did pretty freaking well for the rounds that we.
And the environment that it was in.
Yeah, you know, like there's a little bit you can kind of see where it cracked right there, but
While we were shooting it, it was below freezing, just so y'all understand that.
yeah,
It was below 32 degrees. I think it started at 18 degrees in the morning. That day?
I think it was a little colder than that.
Oh.
I think it started out that morning probably at 10.
And you dragged me to the range.
It wasn't that cold. 10's not that cold. See, he can't even argue.
No, it's, I know you're just gonna go, it's not that cold. To whatever I say.
So, Throom is who makes these, and I'm really excited to be able to play around with more of their targets and products and whatnot.
Well, another reason why it's so damaged is the size.
Yeah.
Like, we saw some full-size models, and they had one that took, I believe, 1,000 9mm.
Yeah.
And, you know, you could tell it was peppered with black marks, but it was still functionable after 1,000 rounds.
Yeah. And they also have, you know, a target stand. They call it their alpha stand, I think. And
That actually was pretty ingenious.
yeah, no, it's made out of the same material, and you
You just
just
get some
slide-
2x4s
yeah,
and-
just slide your
and-
2x4s into it,
Yeah.
and
It's
Also-
cheaper than having to build a new bracket or take time-wise to actually screw and lock everything in place.
exactly.
Or nail, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely time saver. So
So-
that's really cool.
To steal another line, what's in the box? Yes, I know it's a bag, but what's in the box?
So pull out my.
I'm gonna. Hold on.
My
Okay.
trusty K-bar. You guys can argue in the comments of how it's supposed to be pronounced.
Please
But-
say. Ruby. Ruby. Hey. Where are you talking?
Well, she's. So I'll go ahead and this stuff out of the way. You good?
I got tape stuck to me. I'm not exactly sure when.
The only thing that can kill a Marine, people, is tape. Remember that.
And brightly colored crayons. It's our weakness.
So, let's see what.
Personally, I prefer the lead paint chips. Don't eat lead paint chips. Yes, I'm grabbing a dog food, but it's, oh, that is actually much closer to my face than I realized.
Don't worry, I won't hit you. On purpose.
But I'd say you've already cut me before.
When?
Are you sure?
That was like a decade ago. That doesn't count.
I agree with the first part, disagree with the second. We were all so excited, we're like, what's in the box? What? Actually, no, that's actually kind of cool. They sent us that.
So this is their Gen 2. They didn't give us clamps.
I know, that's what I'm like. Sorry, flashbacks, people.
So
I have sensitive nipples.
this is their.
You better leave that in.
This is their Gen 2 target design.
See how well it lines up. Nope, my head's still too big. But actually, no. Actually, shows everything. Pretty nice.
So
Just a little lengthy. I'm
You're very-
not a fan of the T-box stuff.
So it's
I will say
about
that.
an inch thick of material, and it's obviously flexible, but has kind of like a what would you
Where's our dummies?
background? Would you call that?
I think it's just cross
It's-
rubber.
It's rubber, but I don't know.
It's woven almost.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It feels like.
So
I want to try to find something so that they can understand the damage this thing can take. Where's the, oh, right in front of me.
so this
Probably
is.
should've stood these out.
I want to say this might be their Gen 1 sample. You good?
I just punched myself in the balls. Oh, on full camera. Oh, don't do that, people. It hurts. Oh, God.
So I think
Apparently, I'm standing now. A third thing's about to go wrong. It's always threes with me. I don't know why. This is the front. It took, let's see, 22 up until, well, 308, but it also, for shits and giggles, once again, 12 gauge slug.
which it expressly says not to.
It does say don't use 12 gauge and hollow points. We didn't list it just because we were doing a stress test.
Yeah.
Obviously, on the holes that you can see directly through,
So, yeah, these holes right here are from hollow points,
and these ones are from the 12 gauge. May not look too impressive at the front until you look at the back. You can't see the depth.
probably not, but
But well, there's a huge chunk just missing where it punched in and then.
yeah. So I think this is some of their Gen 1 material, and it's much thinner. It's probably only half an inch thick of material. So you can kind of see that difference right there.
Maybe 3/4 of an inch. That's too small for a half inch.
Between half and 3/4.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is
Is
their
it two materials put
Gen
together?
1. Well, it's
Or is that
layered.
just paint?
No, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 different layers
Huh.
of rubber, kind of all sandwiched together.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah, so yeah, this is, I'm pretty sure they're Gen 1 material. So we'll be able to see the difference between the durability of their Gen 2 versus their Gen 1. and maybe a couple clamps.
Also, with the Thrum target, these were shot at the same time, which we'll probably post a YouTube video up later. Is it already up?
It's not up yet, but it will be.
But a lot of this stuff, like this, which one was this? The 22, or was that another 9?
No, that might have been 22. Either that or 223.
Here and there, you can't see it. It's literally, well, you can see the black, but there's no obvious hole. You just spray paint over that, and it's good to go again.
Yeah. So, and these, you can see this silhouette. These are actually engraved grooves. So, you know, it takes up a decent amount of space in there.
It's
But
like an eighth of an inch thick
yeah, you know,
or wide.
so it's not going to go away as you shoot it. It's not going to fade or anything. And yeah, you know, this is a breakaway paint material. You just spray paint over it and it's good as new.
If I
So
remember right, they were telling us to use if I'm right, it was a rubber-based spray paint, right? A rubber-based paint.
I don't think they said specifically, but yeah, you can just use regular spray paint and paint over this. That way you can also make it whatever color you want. So this is an IPSC style target. They make big full sheets. They make smaller targets. They make a bunch of different stuff. So, but
These are much more expensive, obviously, people. Just look how much of it. Where's the Thrum target? This just shows the size difference.
yeah,
the
so I
thickness
mean,
difference.
it's huge difference. They're both rubber. They're both rubber targets. These targets sit at about 150 to 200 bucks per target, I think, if I remember correctly. So they are kind of expensive, but you get a couple thousand rounds out of them. So
Easily and much bigger size.
yeah,
So I don't, if I remember correctly, Thrum did not currently make these style of targets.
yeah. So yeah, this, according to their card here, it says guaranteed for 110 rounds of 5.56 per square inch, which is a lot.
If you can show me a person that can fire that many rounds into 1 square inch, I will kiss him on the mouth. At range, obviously, without missing.
Yeah, so incredibly durable. I'm excited to get this out on the range and have some fun with it. So
No 12 gauge this time. We gotta make it
No.
last.
no, this one they were very generous in sending us. So
Yes.
let's
And
make
no
this
hollow
one.
points. We're gonna
So-
obey the instructions this time.
But
One
I
thing that
see
you
how well it
you
lands.
do gotta say about this is it does shed more than the Thrum
Yeah,
target.
so it is, you know, it does tear apart a little bit, you know, but that's just nature of the target, I guess. So, but yeah, thank you to Infinity Target.
Well, I worked on this.
Thank you to Infinite Defense. That's who the name of the company. Sorry. Thank you to Infinite Defense for sending us that, and I look forward to seeing that in action at a full scale. So, I don't know. Was there anything else that you can think of from SHOT Show?
There is one thing, but we will never. I don't want to say never be able to afford it. I saw you on it. The Magic, the
Oh,
Lead 2,
the-
the Magic 2.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it, but it's augmented reality goggles, and it's a program that they developed themselves, but you can create an entire training simulation in augmented reality, so you can actually go through your house or whatever and do your dry training, but you have an augmented reality scenario put into your house or wherever you're training at, and they have attachments so you can use your real gun or whatever, and it works really well. It was actually really cool technology.
It's amazing how far virtual reality and augmented reality has come. I'm a little bit of a geek.
Yeah, for sure. No, it really is though, because it's being able to train and put yourself in a realistic situation, and you can do it.
Actually see people shooting at you
Yeah,
rather than
exactly.
and not being like behind a screen with a controller, but an actual firearm locking on.
It's definitely an interesting concept, and it's really cool technology. Unfortunately, the system is about $60,000 just to get into, and that's their basic system. They have a higher end system that's even more. So it is a pretty penny.
I gotta ask, because you were the one testing it out. I was going around checking out other things, which is kind of surprising. Does that 60,000 include just one set of goggles, or how many goggles do they give you with that?
So if I remember correctly, it's one set of goggles and all of their program stuff, including the part that mounts to the gun or whatever gun you're using or guns you're using. That way you can use again your real firearm to do all this training with.
We forgot one company. It's also an augmented reality, but it literally mounts onto your gun using your phone.
So I didn't forget about them.
I did.
There you go.
I got memory issues. I got hit in the head. Maybe dropped on the head as it. No, I'm kidding. Maybe.
So, I can't remember their name either.
There was just
There-
so much.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff, and that was towards the end of day 4. Both of us were absolutely.
We were so burnt
Yeah,
out.
we were
and everything
burnt.
was starting to blur together. I'll be honest.
Yeah, we were completely burnt out, but it was a really cool system. They're out of Australia, and I am talking to them. We are becoming a distributor for them here in the U.S., so I look forward to having that in training and whatnot. So basically all it is it's augmented reality, but a cheaper version of it. So instead of having the goggles and everything set up as its own system, it is an app on your phone, and basically what they're selling you is the mount that mounts to either your pistol or your rifle, and it
is much cheaper.
yeah, it's much cheaper, and you can use your actual sights or your if you have a scope or whatever, you can use your actual optics that are on your gun or your iron sights or whatever, and as you move, it moves with you.
Turn. They haven't worked out the kinks to make it actually mobile yet, but I did verify with them. They are currently working on making that happen.
Yeah.
Making it happen.
So
I can't talk today.
so yeah, it's really cool product, and I'll have. I don't think I can link them in the description, but I'll at least put them in the description, as well as everybody else that we've mentioned here today.
Definitely Mantis, just because I'm a huge fan, and I'm probably going to click that link.
Yeah. So Mantis was in part 1. So go check out part 1 of the video that was posted, I think, earlier this week or late last week or something like that.
As of today, it was posted. Oh, it actually gives me a date. February 7th of 2023.
There you go. So, yeah,
4 days ago.
Yeah, a few days ago. So yeah, check out part 1, and I don't think I have anything else that I can think of off the top of my head.
No.
No? Alrighty. Well, have a good one, guys. And
Even Ruby's saying.
thank you guys for watching this video. Have fun with it. Alright? I hope you learn a lot. And feel free to check out any of the products that we've discussed in this portion of the video, or anything that you've seen in part 1 or the rest of part 2. Okay?
Drop a like and subscribe, please, people.
Yeah. It helps out the channel. Alright? It really does.
Break that algorithm for us.
Thank you. Have a good one.